Okay. I know we updated all of you with the craziness of the HCG levels where they started out, really slow and then they started building up. So we finally went to an ultrasound. And when we got there, they saw a sac, but unfortunately, it was measuring way smaller than what it was supposed to, and they didn't see anything in it. So they assumed that it was going to be something called a blighted ovum, which I'd never heard of before. And it's basically that you're growing a sac, so your HCG levels will still go up, but it's an empty sac. So with that, it was really hard to process, but they said, we want you to come back in a week because if there was delayed implantation, let's still be hopeful. So that ultrasound was on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and Friday I just had some cramps all day, and then I started bleeding a little bit and then cramping some more. So I was pretty sure I was gonna start miscarrying. So, just kind of took it Saturday and Sunday. Actually went to Richmond with Kyle and just locked myself in the bus so I didn't have to see anyone, and just was very confused because there was no more bleeding, even though I was still having some cramping. So we go on Wednesday of the following week for another ultrasound, and the first ultrasound we walked in, and because the HCG levels were going up so much, I kind of was like, okay, give me good news, I'm so ready. And then when they were like, there's nothing in here and it's measuring small, it was just wind out of my sails. And then this time when we went in, obviously with having some bleeding and the cramping, I just was pretty sure they were gonna say, okay, here's your answer finally and it's over. That is not what happened. So we go in, and they're doing the vaginal ultrasound, and she looks and she's like, okay, it's still very small, we don't see anything in there. Okay, it's our answer, it's got to be over. And then she's like, oh wait, hang on. And so she starts moving and she's like, wait, here's the original sac, and there's a little, like, we could see a little something in it. So we're like, wait, excuse me, what? What are you saying here? So we saw a bigger sac. Did not get a heartbeat though. We just got a flutter at this point. But there's two little sacs. So the bigger sac has this little tiny dot in there. I don't know if you can see the little dot. But we haven't heard a heartbeat yet. And then the second sac came out of nowhere. So I was really, Kyle and I, we're like, excuse me, wait, what? What do you mean? What's happening? And everybody was kind of just looking at us like, well, where did that come from? Because, we implanted on March 17th. So I was like super on cloud nine. My HCG levels are almost 28,000. But we got an email from our doctor, which kind of took the wind out of my sail. There you go. He said if there's nothing more than a flutter next week, because size-wise, we're just so far behind, that they would probably recommend taking me off the medication. But no, I am praying and hoping that this little dot is going to have a heartbeat next time, and that this one's going to have something in it. I don't know. Guys, this is just mentally like I don't even know what else to say. Wow. I don't know. We saw the ultrasound and we both literally just jaws to the floor. Couldn't close our mouths, just like unbelievable. And so I'm just praying and hoping that, I don't know, maybe she went in there and she floated around for an extra few days and then she decided to divide, and I don't know what's happening in there. So I don't know. This is crazy. Super crazy. Even all the doctors are like, huh. Yeah, okay, this is not textbook by any means. So yeah. So far, I don't know. Maybe we'll have 2 little peanuts. Okay. I'm almost to the ultrasound. It's finally the day. This has just been the longest wait ever. I don't know. The last time I went in, I was just kind of resigned and checked out that it was going to be a blighted ovum, and then there's been so much hope these last 8 days. So I'm just really nervous. Just been praying that it's gonna work, and now it's like kind of got my hopes up that there might be 2 of them. You know, it's dreaming big, but I don't know. I'm excited to finally have an answer today, but I'm also nervous if it's not the answer that obviously we're hoping for, because then it's final. I just feel like, I don't know, it's been emotionally, mentally really hard. But yeah, the next half hour, we're gonna know something at least. So we know that you've all been waiting for an update, and it's been really difficult because we didn't even know.
Yeah, there was nothing happening, numbers not going anywhere, numbers
No, the
going
numbers
somewhere.
were going
I
on.
was giving the whole explanation.
Oh, okay.
Then numbers going somewhere, then it was go in for an ultrasound, right? And there was like nothing there. And then it was, but wait, hold on, come in another 10 days. And then there was something there, right?
Yeah, so...
And then there was 2 sacs, and then there was a flicker. Then it was okay, wait 10 more days and come back in.
And in those days, like, there was so much hope, obviously, because of the flicker, because of the second sac. Kind of spent those days thinking what a nursery would be like with 2, thinking about identical twins, thinking about what we would name them, and just, you know, it was so positive seeing that flicker and seeing that second sac just starting to form. So we went in this time and
got really bad news that there's nothing there.
In either of them.
Empty.
So what that means is I will either naturally miscarry over the next few days, or medically. And I feel like we did everything right, from
doctor visits,
new
medicines, new embryos,
supplements, acupuncture, diet. And this just has been the hardest round.
Mm-hmm. You learn something new every single time you go to the doctor, that's for sure.
It just felt like it's gonna be okay. I think infertility is just cruel. It is not fair. I don't know what else to say.
That's it. That's it.